Sagittarius, I'm sorry I'm cracking up, but can you take me higher is the channeled song for your love reading. And whoever says they don't like that song is lying, because that song is epic and I love it so much. It's just like by some band that people claim to not like. So whatever. Forget the haters. I think that that's also a big message. Be authentic, be you. You are coming up as the king of earth. Like, goodbye, Sagittarius. That's very sexy energy. Everyone wants to be a king, even if you're a woman, because it shows that you have the security within yourself to be authentic, to show up as yourself, to be you. Be beautiful. Oh my gosh. You guys might be feeling really silly and light and happy and harmonious in your life because of the 7th house transit. You might be with your beloved, coming into a deeper sense of union. With Mercury, oh, let's look ahead. Let's look 1 week ahead because we're going for the 9th through the 15th. And I apologize if you can hear people outside. I'm just grateful I don't have to do that work because it's a lot of work to be in the sun. So we are having a very sensual climax, Sagittarius. The sun will be at a net 9, and it feels like you guys are coming into this place of like deep transformation in your romantic relationship because of this stellium of planets in your 7th house. Like it's putting things in order. So you might be moving into a new home. It might be a new home within your emotional state because, again, you have things in order. You have this glow around you that's going to be really capable of drawing into you a partner who is balanced in their masculine and feminine energy, regardless of what gender you go for. Black Moon Lilith feels really important. And that's also asking you guys to take actions to be really sincere and authentic. Ace of Fire. So you have passion for someone, something, creative project, creative venture, and maybe it's been something that you've been taking time away to develop, like a skill. You have been maybe even feeling like some solitude with this person, and it might be something that's in alignment for you guys. So if it's someone who is not yet your beloved, not yet your significant other, just know that there's an energy around you holding this harmony with yourself and being really proud to just be you and be authentic. Kalika Tantrika. Again, I feel like actions and decisions are going to move you along. It's going to move you into a place where you feel joy, sincere joy, transcendence with this partner. And I feel like whenever I was dating, back when I was a child, there... maybe this person's really silly. It feels good that you could be so silly with them. But I feel like I would hold myself back a lot. And I think at this time you're being asked to not do that. Like, it's just not the time. Now is not the time. It's summer. It's a time to really feel the beautiful volume of walking around. Outside today, I saw like the most vibrant orange butterfly, which speaks to creative energy. The orange color is the sacral chakra. And while I'm not looking to get pregnant, and maybe you guys aren't either, you feel this resurgence in your creative voice. And this is also making you more attractive, making you celebrate yourself and be authentic. Like, let's say you want to go out and you wear a blue wig. Like, that's going to draw eyes to you, but it's going to be the right eyes. Like, it's not going to be people who will like secretly trash talk you. And if it is, it's like the person who's coming for you is going to be like, F those people. All right, what Kalika Tantrika, our wild mother goddess, overcomes duality. Resting in the sweet spot of integration, healing, and creativity, she facilitates the overcoming of tension and conflict, birthing sacred solutions and evolution into greater bliss. So if you start the week out just knowing yourself, come end of week, Saturday, ruled by Saturn, Saturn will have moved to 19 degrees. So let's see, let's be sure I'm talking this talk. So yeah, Saturn will have moved in the course of, last week. So that is from June 2nd through the 8th. It might have been on Thursday after this new moon in Gemini. But Saturn will be at 19 degrees Pisces, which for you guys is the fourth house. So it's like you're overcoming challenges from your emotional states that are from, your mom or the maternal figure that raised you. If you were adopted and have wounds around not knowing your biological mother, just know that it's going to be up to you to mother yourself from this point onward. Like there's only so much that we can have received from someone who like brought us into this world. So let's just be grateful for life, right? And then, gosh, these people are so loud outside. I hope you can hear me still. But it feels like you guys are coming into this place where your energy is more balanced than ever, and you're more able, like the only feminine energy I see so far is the star. And that's going to be like you deciding that you have this capacity to be fertile myrtle in your creative projects, your creative endeavors. We do have Mars entering Taurus, so you've had this push to get more creative, to go out on dates. And that was something that maybe someone has caught your eye that you went on a date with, but it's someone who you feel you could be really authentic with. So that's the most important thing to look for. And if it's a creative project, it's like they don't give you a uniform, or like you don't have to show up at a specific time. It's like very much laissez-faire, hands off. You just do your work, you get it done, and then it's something that is bringing you into this place of like you at a higher level, at a more consistent level, to where you're not having to like hold yourself back and pretend to be someone that you're not, Sag. I don't even know if Sagittarius can do that. Please let me know if you're able to maintain some sort of like false sense of self. That'd be interesting. Kalika Tantrika is Kali, the tantric queen. She overcomes all karma, realigns pathways when we have veered off course, reverses the momentum of negative uses of free will, and detaches draining energy cords, restoring us to full vitality. Her presence announces significant change and positive improvement in all aspects of your life, especially your spiritual life. So, you know, it's interesting because in your third house, we have Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio, which is natally your 12th house. So it's like there might have been things that have come out through your writing, your natural expression, that brought up these like really deep soul longings or pains from a past life. And I feel that now you're being forced to just like wring everything out. Like this is the time to take everything and wring it out. And let's look at Venus. Come the end of the week, Venus will be at 28 degrees Gemini. And at the start of the week, she will be at 20 degrees Gemini. So we're going to move from this sense of like a very passionate, oh my God, this person outside, I wonder if you can hear this. They're like so horribly loud. One second. Okay, maybe that's better. If you're still with me, thank you for being patient. So there's this sense of moving from being really passionate about a person you've met, a connection that you've had, to actually manifesting something to where it's like you guys want to start seeing each other exclusively. And just know that all relationships take about 6 months to really sort of like not flatline, not to die and fall apart, but to really come into a security. But there are these like crazy situations where you know yourself so well and things can move a lot faster. Like I met my husband and we got married like 2 months later. And now we're at a place where we are very like tranquil. We love each other more than ever, more than anyone I've ever loved in my life. But it's like if you're coming from this place of really knowing yourself and being really passionate about what you're doing and also authentic, like maybe this is like you've taken the time alone enough to know that you've met a star. You've met someone who they make decisions for themselves. They're not codependent. They don't give you yucky feelings when you have to like, you know, go your separate ways at the end of the night. You're not concerned about them like scrolling and, you know, being on Tinder and like swiping or something. Kalika Tantrika does say that things are going to clear up for you. And this is going to be towards the end of the month. So like we do have that amazing full moon at 1 degrees Capricorn on the 22nd. And it's funny, I wanted to say Cancer, but the moon will be at the start of the week moving through Cancer. So for my Sagittariuses, this is bringing up long-term connections and commitments. And it feels like you meet this person and you know, like there's a knowing within you that you were meant to be with this person, or they're going to have some beautiful impact on your life and help you to come into who you are, and that authenticity that will bring you into better connections that are more beneficial for you. One last thing I want to look at is At the start of the week, Mars enters into Taurus, and then come the end of the week, we are now thinking about what we have to say in our daily life differently. So again, if you were at a job where they make you wear a uniform and you're tired of that, I would definitely say to look for windows of opportunity where you can move and go elsewhere. Because Sagittarius, if you guys aren't being authentic right now, it's not going to be a fun summer for you. Like, you're not going to get to feel like you lived after a lot of chaos and before a lot of chaos. So I would say take the time to really assess where these windows of opportunity are for you and how you can start to bridge the gap of what you grew up receiving from a maternal figure and start to reparent yourself so that, you know, maybe you have a job that pays really well, you know, you're going to be like a 10-year there. Like, how can you switch up your like undergarments or like, you know, I remember seeing a lot of people when I lived in New York who had these like fold up bikes, and that was their joy. Like they rode that little fold up bike, the electric bikes. I guess that they lived in the areas of where they were taking them, but like, you know, these were people who were in suits. So it's like, how can you strip away anything that is not really there for you, not really supporting you and your authentic expression, because it's going to allow for you to see this star way more clearly, or the goal that you're going for in how you are in your connection. So I wanted to look at 28 degrees Gemini because that feels really fruitful. A cloud in the shape of a rabbit. Fabulous inward visualizing gifts and streams, picturing the flux of life with extraordinary acuity of fluent perception, witnessing with rapt fascination how everything moves, changes, and stays the same. Granted a golden eye for phenomena and the rapid fire streaming through of images and impressions. Always watching, always just about beside yourself in the clarity of it, the pure suchness of this world. Immense difficulty in communicating and sharing this God's eye view. Words will not contain it. You must find a physical language and an imaginative landscape that can be telepathically transmitted. You have inside the greatest gifts to share and spread, and the life challenge becomes to form the vessel and find the ways to get it across that evolution is really happening and multidimensional reality is already here now to bring us all alive, even when the outer mind is still drawing blanks on what the fuss is about. So this might be like the way you feel in this connection, and one great tool that I have is just making music. Like making music as a painter, studying astrology from this aspect of like, I would listen to like the piece dealer, you know, do a live or something and like just be painting and find people who allow for me to go beyond what is normally conceivable, which is like usually, you know, people make like drawings and paintings of what it is they're going to make next. And for me, it's like, I might just be at the very base of what it is that I'm going to do with my life. But in this nowness, in this suchness of my authentic expression, it's what I use. These are my tools. These are my modalities. And taking that a step further is like lifting like a full elephant. But it's something that if I do it, you know, like piece by piece, you know, like I tickle the elephant, I get it to come and walk with me. That's a different approach, and that's something that will get the job done. Sagittarius, I hope that you start to find windows to be more authentically yourself, and then be open to the synchronicities that will come and push you along to further you on this path. Love you guys so much. Check out the full June readings. My Saturn webinar is available for replay. If you did not catch it live, you could purchase that in the links below. See you all soon. Aloha.